Hello wonderful people. Why wonderful? Because you're watching my video. Welcome to another kind of slightly different video from what I usually do on my gaming channel. I do a few reviews, if you didn't know. If you can check out my channel, you can see a few of them. But today, after that amazingly quick introduction, I wanted to make a little update if you're following my channel. Today, I've got back from my last assessment centre. Now it's the waiting game. I just really hope that I get one of the jobs I've applied for, and I hope that I get the university grades that I need. But it's all over now. I'm truly free. So I got back from the assessment centre a couple of hours ago. I've managed to have a bit of time to let my hair down, which you can probably notice has been cut after it was really frizzy. But yeah, it's time to do a new YouTube video, and today I'm going to be having a look at a new mousepad. Because if you've been following what I've been doing previously, you'll know that I've been using a lovely piece of paper as a mousepad because my previous mousepad went AWOL and I was a noob and I didn't have a mousepad. So I decided to get a new one. I went for a large one and I went for a cheap one. So it might be of interest for you guys to have a look at the Orky mousepad. Now I think that's how you pronounce it, and I know that it's model KMP3 as you can see there. It is a large mouse mat. It is 90 centimeters and long, sorry, and it is 440 millimeters or 44 centimeters tall. So it's actually slightly larger than my desk, which might be a little problem with a bit of hang, but this is a temporary desk, so it shouldn't be a problem in the future. One of the unique selling points about this is one, price, $13.99, compared to comparable ones from Razer being like 30 quid or 25 quid, especially if you're going to go for like branded ones with Fanatic or TSM, Dignitas, NIP, of course, any sort of thing that from the Counter-Strike scene, if that's what you're into. But I am sure that this is a great mousepad for any sort of gaming world. And going back to the USB, which I think I just omitted, it is that it's kind of water resistant. So that's a very good thing for a mousepad. I have a friend who has a lovely mousepad, but it's got stains on it. So that was a coffee spill, and that's been there for years. So a little bit of water resistance. Make sure you have a few tissues or some kind of kitchen roll, just in case every time you bring a drink, and if you spill it, wipe it off. It should be fine. Anyway, so I am going to move things about a little bit so that you can see the unboxing a little bit easier, and then I will play it around or two with the new mouse mat, and I'll let you know what I think about it and recommend it or not. Just to remind everybody, I am not paid for this. This is just me liking making videos on YouTube and making this video. So do not worry, this should be unbiased. Anyway, I will switch things up now, and I will catch you guys in a moment. Alrighty guys, so we are now on my lovely desk, and it is time to open the box. Now this is the part of the video where I embarrass myself trying to open the box. No it's not. Yeah, I have a, let's put it in the middle so you guys can see. Nice, easy open to get in, and ooh, it's very large. Instantly I can feel the rubber. I'll start pulling it out. Let's try and center this for you. There's a little bit of debris there. Stands out in the camera. So it's branded Orky. Very basic, no advanced branding. It's very wide, as you can see. This is covering my... oh, it's hard to move. It's got good resistance. It's covering in my desk. So where it would be here, you can see there's a bit of overhang. And it's obviously very long. So I'll put my mouse on it for comparison for size. I'll try and extend it out. So it's not as big as I thought it would be, because it's actually unraveling quite nicely. So it's got that lovely new smell. And then a little bit larger than life branding of the Scorpion, which is the brand logo for Orky. And then here you have the rubberized back to make sure that your mousepad isn't going anywhere when you're playing, especially when you're doing some flick shots or anything like this. It's got a nice stitching. Let's bring that up to the camera. This is my webcam, so it's not not the best for this. Usually I use my phone, but at the moment I don't have my phone stand, so I apologize. This is what we're going to work with today. So it's nice, it's smooth, it's large. My mouse, ooh, it slides quite nicely actually. You probably see my mouse on the screen actually, because I'm recording in the box today. So first impressions, it's nice. It seems of good quality. The stitching was something I was worried about. I was worried that the stitching, which you can see here, might create a bit of a bump and wouldn't be so nice to have an edge on. I was also worried having it rolled that it will be a bit bumped, but that can be ironed out just with a bit of use, a little bit of heat perhaps. Let's try and move this camera a little bit more central. There we go. So first impressions are good. I love the smell. There's not much more to say about it. It's nicely rubberized. The front is nice, well densified, nicely stitched together. The quality of the edges is very nice. The smoothness with my mouse is excellent so far. I'm gonna have to play a few games and see what the difference is between me playing on a non-gaming service and my actual gaming service. And maybe, okay, that's never gonna work. We could try the rubber side, but that is a very bad idea. But anyway, it's nice. It's subtle. It's one of the large mouse pads which you can have your keyboard spread across. And then if you decide to switch things up, you know, things get intense in your game, you hold your mouse like this, your hands on the keyboard, and you can do what you need to do here. And, you know, for regular time, it's like this. And if you need that big old flick shot, I'm going to emphasize this, but bam! Like, bam! Whatever you need to do, it's got that travel, which you would struggle to do with a conventional sized mouse pad. Now, conventional sized mouse pad, I would probably gonna pick up this generic book on music theory. I'd say the generic mouse pad would probably be about double this. So, as you can see, the mouse is there, and probably about here. You're probably working with something from here. So if your flick shot is going anywhere past that, you've shot yourself on the foot there. It doesn't work anymore. So you have to kind of flick with the wrist, and you can see how limited my movement is. So having a nice bam, much quicker. I like the camera, it makes me look faster. So yeah, so that's what my first impressions are. I'm going to pause the video now, like I said, and I will jump into a game, and we shall see what we think. I will be placing my laptop on this. It's going to fit a little bit in this cubby hole, and a bit on here, so I'll have a nice bit of gaming surface here. Obviously all this lovely surface over here, which seems to be a little bit out of shot. That's you can see a bit better now. So let's go and do that now, and see what we think. Alrighty guys, so I've jumped into a little bit of Counter-Strike, and I'm going to start playing. Now, first reactions. The action is nice and smooth. Oh, terrorists. That was nice. A little adjustment to the scope, and didn't feel as if I made any effort. There's a nice glide going on, which is nice. Oh, we have some enemies. Let's go take them out. So completely go off topic from review. This is what you're going to be using it for. I have a high sensitivity and a low, well, should have high DPI and a low sensitivity. That should be more correct to say. I'm playing at 1.2 currently. Have we got a man stuck? Yes, we do. 1.270. 1.2 sensitivity in game, and medium sensitivity on my mouse. I haven't configured it any more detailed than that, but just a little bit of feeling of doing this, running around the map. I am doing slightly conscious of the gameplay, but I'm just trying to show you guys how easy it is and how smooth it is to use this. So, because so far that's what I found. I've also got a little bonus footage to be added on to the end of this video, which I will show you guys in a little moment, because the test is pretty much over. I'm gonna shoot one guy very poorly, like so, and then we're just gonna kick. Oh, actually, bot underscore kick, so that the server now goes a little quieter, and we can actually look a bit more into the mouse. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a flick shot and see where it goes. Okay, so my flick shot should be able to go all the way around. I'm actually going to have to reset my sensitivity because I'm not quite doing it. What you need to do is to be able to do a 180 with a flick. So here, I'm not quite able to do it, but the action, if I try and compensate, if I do it slower, is very smooth, as you can see. There's no issue there. So if I just go flick, it's too far. Reduce my sensitivity. There's a good flick. There's good. It'll be me getting used to the new mousepad. But if I then try and compare that by taking away the mat and seeing what we can do without the mat, so we're a bit short, almost, short. Okay, so we put it back, and we try it again. Short, too much, but closer. Short. Oh, a little bit of lag there. So you can see, just by having the wood there, which is the wood of my table, I was short every time. Now with the increased sensitivity of the mouse, because the DPI is better read by the mouse with the nicer mouse pad, you can see I'm able to go all the way around just with very, very high ease, you know. Like I said, my sensitivity, if I just go and look it up, it's 1.2, you know. That's very low, you know. So if I can do that with just one flick, hopefully not dropping too many friends as I'm doing that, it shows how simple it is and how much a difference the mouse pad can make. So I, so far, am very much in favor of this mouse pad. It's very large, it's comfortable, it takes away the edge of my desk because it overhangs a little. It's nice, it's kind of stylish, it's minimalist, it's got a nice little scorpion in the top corner and a little orchid down bottom right, but nothing more than that. None of these Razer ones, I'm quite a big fan of the Razer ones, but they are sometimes just big old images that really distract you. This is a nice, minimalist, conservative kind of pick for a mousepad, and I'm starting to say I would recommend it. I'm going to do one more little test. If you guys are interested, stick around. But so far, out of 5, I would probably give it a 4 right now, because it's much more sensitive in games. You saw me get some headshots with a little bit of ease. I'm finding a few little jumps. Now I need to check. Can you see the screen tearing there? That's my PC, so don't worry about that. So fine. So far, so good. Great read on the DPI of my mouse. It's good that it's more sensitive. I put the same amount of effort and I get more movement, so that means I can reduce the amount of effort needed in my hand, so I can focus on more fine control, because I know that this is going to go across nice and smoothly. I know that that's a head height. I know that if I have to quickly adjust, that's head height there, that's head height there, that's head height, oh, almost there. I'm going to have to take a few rounds to really get used to the mousepad, but the mousepad initial unboxing has made a huge difference. Now, I did say its USP was waterproofness, well, water resistance. So, I've got some water, I got some tea towel. Let us see what we can do with a little bit of water. So stick around for that little bonus clip after this. Alrighty, so we're back and we've got a little bit of bonus footage. I have a generic cup of water and I have some kitchen roll. So let's test how water resistant it actually is. So now I'm very conscious that I should not have my mouse anywhere near this. My tech is actually raised off the mouse pad because I have a cooling pad installed. So right now it should all be safe. So let's move the camera. Let's do this very, very like low cost, low budget zoom. Let's find a nice little area of the mouse pad. It's still the same mouse pad, as you can see. Orky is just there. So let's see if I can put a few fingers of water down. Oh, let's as water drops down, I'm going to refocus the camera for you guys, all manual. Let's focus these guys in the middle of the screen. Okay, so that's where the water is. It's been there for a few seconds now. It has yet to actually penetrate. I'm seeing a little bit more darkness on this dot. Here you can actually see it's just kind of a zoom lens. There's not much that's being given away. So let's try and just see if I just put this water there. Absolutely no marks whatsoever. Very impressive. So let's be a little bit more ambitious. Let's try and have a spillage. Oh no, I've dropped my my can of whatever. And wow, we've actually got quite a big spill. And So far, nothing. The water actually spread away. There's a little bit around the edges, like thinner stuff. But look, the water is held. It is hydrophobic, I believe, the treatment. And it's definitely not waterproof because it's not swimming in it, but there is no water going in. Actually, got one or two spots that are actually showing a few little signs of penetration, that darker spots, if you can see. Right, so its unique selling point is that I can spill something, spend a little bit of time running over and getting my kitchen roll, and then wipe it up. Just going to press down a few times, make sure I got it all, and peel away. And there's hardly a mark left. Now I think that's actually more lack of suction left in, so I'm going to wipe it away. And there we go. Actually, you know what? That's hardly a mark. It actually feels a little damp. Very little bit damp. But you know what? For the mouse pads that I've seen, that's amazing. That's really good. I've seen mouse pads, like I said, with coffee stains on, and they've just gone blur. And that's your mouse pad ruined or marked and tarnished forever. So let's move this back. I'm thoroughly impressed. Now, I said it was 4-star. I'm now going to promote that to a lovely 5-star. Let's readjust the camera slightly. There you go. So, I genuinely believe this is a great mouse mat. I am not endorsed whatsoever. I apologize for moving the camera so much. It was £13.99. There'll be a link in the description, as always, with all of my reviews from where I bought it. I bought it from the British Amazon, so if you are not in the UK, perhaps there'll be a little price discrepancy. But even so, I think it was a steal at this price, and if it was a little bit more expensive, I think after knowing this, I probably would still get it. So I would definitely recommend this. If you're in the market for a new mousepad, maybe you want to upgrade from something small to something big that you can use and have those lovely flick shots. If you've ever seen Kenny S or JW would be a good example here. So that's from Ninjas in Pajamas and Fnatic. Go check them out if you don't know who they are. They are really good athletes. Esports athletes. And you see them go these big flicks like this. Wham! Bam! And these amazing, like, accurate flick shots. And I think you cannot achieve that without having a decent sized mouse mat. Well, this might be overkill. You may need just one that's like the size of what I'm going to mainly be using. But again, this is huge. It's all water resistant. This is going to protect my desk. It's very hard to move. Like, I'm shaking it now, and actually that's the desk that you see shaking. This has not moved whatsoever since the start, which is actually very good. I would commend this on all points. So, better DPI read. It's definitely water resistant, so no cheeky spillages. The quality is nice. The sewing is good. The laser printing is good as well. 4-star, I'm going to commend that it doesn't move. It's very, very nice. And 5th-star, I think that the price I paid, $13.99, is an absolute steal. So if you can grab it for $13.99, get on it right away and buy it. And if not, I would still recommend it. So 4-star on non-sale price, 5-star definitely on the sale price. So thank you guys for watching this little review / unboxing. For me, it's kind of, I'm a very tired person right now after all of the assessments that I've been through. This is kind of me unwinding and relaxing and having a little play. I'm going to have a nice, enjoyable night of MMO, I think. I'm not going to play too much FPS. I'm not going to get my heart rate up. I'm just going to nice relax. And tomorrow, we can really take this for a spin. So, thank you ever so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I make these videos because it makes me feel good. It's kind of selfish that I get a good kick out of it, but it's nothing to do with money. If I could get money for doing this, yes, I would definitely do it. But at the moment, I have no revenue for the last 3 years of making YouTube videos, so it's just the passion for making videos. So if you could leave me a like, a comment, positive, negative feedback, even if you write smiley face, that would really mean the world to me, and I would thank you from the bottom of my heart. Anyway, I've taken up a lot of your time today. Thank you very much once again, and I have been the Silent Boo. You have been you. Thanks guys for watching, and don't forget to check out my other videos. Goodbye.